Hi, I'm Laura Moles from Lincoln University. I'm going to demonstrate how to add Kererū observations to NatureWatch New Zealand. If you're watching, you've probably already found the Kaupapa Kererū website. Before we go to NatureWatch, I'll point out that you can link to information and data sheets on the Kaupapa Kererū website, as well as reading detailed instructions. Although the grid square system isn't required for this year's count, there are links to grid square maps if you would like to use them, and you can find those at the bottom of the page. The page also links to NatureWatch NZ, so let's go there now. The first thing I'll show you is the Kaupapa Kererū Community Count project, which can be found under the Projects tab. If you don't see it, you can search for Kererū on the Projects page. On the project page, you will see a map. Markers show areas where people have seen or searched for Kererū, and the yellow shaded areas shows the geographic region for the project. Note that I see this information, including details of observations, even though I'm not signed in. NatureWatch NZ is available to everyone. You can click to join the project, but to join or enter observations, I need to sign in. The Sign Up button is right next to the Sign In button, and all you need is a valid email address. I'm already a member, so I'll sign in and go back to the project page. Before entering data to this or any NatureWatch New Zealand project, you should check out the terms and rules to check for guidelines about the kinds of information that are most helpful for the project. For Kaupapa Kererū, this includes guidelines on what kinds of information to enter when you put in your observations. Projects will generally also have a description that tells you more about the project's aims and background. The Kaupapa Kererū description includes instructions and links to the group's own website. Once I'm at the project page, I can add an observation by just clicking the Add Observations to this project button. The first thing I'll do is find the species name by typing Kererū into the What Did You See box and clicking Look Up. NatureWatch will offer suggested species names. Either one of these is fine, but I'll click the second one, which is specifically for the mainland subspecies of Kererū. Next, I'll add the date for my observation by clicking on the calendar day, and then I'll add a space and the starting time for my search, and click Done. Now I'm going to click on the More Details button. If I hadn't seen any Kererū, I would tick the Sought but Not Found button to indicate that I had searched but seen no Kererū. This is important information, so please enter data for your searches whether you see Kererū or not. In this case, however, I did see Kererū, so I will enter the total number I saw during the search. Note that you cannot add a 0 for number seen. You need to use that tick box. In the description, I'll add some information, including the finish time of my search, and the habitat type or types where I saw the Kererū. You can add any other notes on feeding, behavior, or the habitat that you like. If you used a grid square for your search, you can enter the square number here as well. In tags, I'll enter two things. The first, observation type :search, indicates that I was planning to look for and record Kererū. If my observation was just luck, for example, I was sitting in my backyard and just happened to see a Kererū, I would use observation type casual instead. The second tag I'll add is duration: 30 minutes. This indicates how much time I spent searching for Kererū. Now I'll enter the location. You can enter coordinates directly or search on a road, address, or park. This function uses Google Maps. I've put in Victoria Park, Christchurch, because that's where I was searching. Once it finds the location, I'm going to zoom in and adjust the location of my point to reflect exactly where I was standing. I'm also going to alter the accuracy by just typing in 200 meters to better show the area where I searched. You can also adjust accuracy by clicking and dragging the shaded circle. This is not the intended use of the accuracy bubbles, but it is one way to indicate the area where you searched. If you were covering a larger area, you may just want to use a small dot and describe the area you searched in the description. Note that you can either smudge or entirely hide your location if necessary. More information on these options can be found by pressing the little question mark next to the drop-down menu. I'm done entering my information now, so I'm going to click Save. If I wanted to add another observation, I could click the Save and Add Another Observation. And this is what my observation will look like in NatureWatch. I or other users can add comments to my observation. I can also add this observation to other projects if I'd like. I'm going to add it to Kaupapa Kererū, a national project for counting Kererū. This will not duplicate my observation in the full NatureWatch New Zealand database, but will make it available and viewable on other projects' maps. If I go back to the project page, I can see that my observation has been added to the map. I can also view and edit my observations if necessary. In addition to entering observations through the project portal, you can also add observations by using your user dashboard. I'm going to add one more observation, mainly to demonstrate how to include photos, but we'll skip over the things we've already shown. My NatureWatch New Zealand account is linked to my Flickr account. If you haven't linked to a Flickr account, you will see tabs that allow you to link to Flickr, Picasa, or Facebook accounts. You can also upload photos directly from your hard drive. To add a photo from Flickr, you just click the box of the photo that you want to sync with your observation. This is a pretty bad photo, but I'm going to go ahead and add it anyway. Once you're done, you click Save. And that's it. There's my observation with a photo. Now I'm going to add this observation to the Kaupapa Kererū project. And then I'm done. I hope this video has been helpful. Thanks for watching and for supporting the Kaupapa Kererū Community Count. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or Marie McDonald at Lincoln University.